As an Asian American growing up, in class, whenever a question is asked, I will see one kid raise a hand, and all of a sudden, everyone else's hands go up. I don't know if anyone paid attention to that, but it started with, I think was the first one to raise her hand, then I saw all the hands shoot up suddenly altogether. Now that may have been a coincidence, but I want to bring that up because, look, I think all of you are really legit. All of you have great skills, but unfortunately, I don't know what any of them are, because none of you brought them up in an intro. Now, the way I was raised growing up, the way my parents always raised, I have super traditional parents. They basically always said, if you do badly, you'll get yelled at. If you do well, shut up. That's pretty much how we're always raised. So I am an Asian American who has played badminton for the U.S. Junior Olympic team, who has walked on at UC Berkeley's D1 Division basketball team. I've also gone through 7 painstaking rounds of interviews to work at Google. So if I do this kind of intro, then I'm basically flexing. We like to call that flexing. You're just straight up showing off at that point. I'm not saying you need to go to that end. But when you bring up who you are, you can find a fine balance. So if it was me, I'd probably say, hey, what's up everyone? My name's Gary. It's really nice to meet everyone here. All you guys gotta know about me is that I'm a fighter and I'm a trier. So anytime you give me a challenge, I guarantee you, I'll make sure I get it done. That's all I'm saying, right? So you see, what I gave, instead of saying my accomplishments, is I gave you a little bit of insight as to what I believe I am. We don't have people who, everyone's always stay in your own lane, deal with this, don't worry about the world. What my dad always liked to say is when he finds out that I'm doing this, I can tell you my parents are not thrilled when I quit Google because I think for my parents, their dream was me to have a safe job and just work there for the rest of my life. But then when I decided to go out and go my own lane and do my own thing, then they're like, hey, why are you the one sticking your head out to take all these risks? Why not let someone else? But if everyone has that mindset of let's let someone else take the risk, let someone else do the work, nothing's ever gonna get done. Hey Jason, you are such a good engineer. And you go, hey guys, I'm Jason. I've been told I'm a really good engineer. No, you should go with, my name's Jason, I'm a very solid engineer. Any questions you have about software, I can help you get it handled. I don't know if you do the software, I just made that up. Okay. Huh? Are you in software? Yeah. Okay. Software, hardware, those are all good things. And this is not flexing. Flexing is only when you go out of the way to show off about everything you do well. But every person has one thing that they're super good at. For me, I'm not going to pick my sports because I have 2 great sports. I'm not going to pick the activities I do. I'm going to pick what am I. I think I try really hard at everything. I always give it my all. And one thing I always do is if I have fight or flight, I always fight. Have you guys heard African Americans speak? The way they talk, that's not proper English. But why has it become mainstream? Because their presence is super strong. If I say a statement, we are going to school, that's grammatically correct. But why is it that African Americans can get away with saying we is going to school or we was playing basketball? That's not grammatically correct. But the way they say it is with so much presence and strength that people start to think, oh, that's really cool, I'm gonna follow that. And last but not least, the lack of these. This one I will bring up, but this is more so something if you get to build from the ground up, from, for example, like Eric's age, then we would start by building out the fundamentals. At this point, we gotta, we're adults. We have the motivation, we gotta learn how to run before we get a chance.